Welcome by Pyanodons with alternative energy, and 170 hours walkthrough base tour. Please don't forget, if you like the tour, to subscribe. Last time where we end was by this point. We are working on making logistic science packs. Logistic science pack, what they need. Repeating, animal sample. An animal sample, we have everything except the blood. And blood we get from the coconut, Cottonguts, and from the owl. So, what we did last time, that was this one. We make an owl farm, we slaughter them, and we get blood. And the blood tanks are full, and we don't consume this, dus it is okay. As soon as we start working, using, the logistic science packs, everything starts running, and we can extend it. Another point is what we have to make for that science packs. Now, animal sample is easy, dus that is blood and plasmid we have also. This we have everything, so that's easy peasy. What we need more, that's a poor alien sample, is also not hard to get. A ground sample we make from soil with rich clay, what we have, dus only combining in a simple automated factory user for it. The other one is a biologic sample, and that is a bone meal. And a bone meal we make from bones, and bones we have already. And bones with steam is a bone meal. Simple. Urea we have, and we need Ralasia seeds. And that's where we start this 10 hours. I made the Ralasia the first units have to be made via DNA. And that's not so hard to do, by the way. I don't gonna explain that allemaal. Ralasia, I show you, and that's it. The first unit is where is that? Right. Craft. Yes, dat is allemaal leuk en aardig, but we need natuurlijk the first seeds. Oh yeah, that is made from seeds. You need Ralasia seeds. Why is that not written here? That is not written here, I don't know why. But at least you need seeds, Ralasia seeds. How you get Ralasia seeds? Five Ralasia, you get 8 seeds. And it is here. Yeah. Dus you need at least 5 Ralasia to craft. And then you get dus 5 Ralasia, and you can then make seeds, and then you can recycle. This is not working without the seeds. I don't know why they don't mention that, but you need seeds. So simple is it. And irritating that I cannot show you how that works, because I cannot understand that this is not. No, okay, I can also not help it, but it's not so hard to do. The Ralasia is one ingredient what we need, the Ralasia seeds. There are 2 different components, seeds and the Ralasia, the plants himself. And I decided to make owl food. And I make oogvoet because I need a lot of manicure, and oogvoet give me a higher production for manicure and also for multiplying owls. Fruitfood I did not make because that is too much work and for not enough gain. Another point is we need for the Cottonguts because we need Cottonguts. Waar waren we? Wait. I show you the way. Dus this was Malaysia seeds, yeah. Dus dat hebben we, that is this one. And then the last one is over, that is the solidified Cottonguts. And the only problem is Cottonguts we need, because this we have, this we have, this we have, and depolymerated organism. And that we made from a liquid manicure with critical water. Critical water is biomass with pressurized air. I made only small heat extender. I can show you if there is a reach. Ja, dus even kijken, moet ik even een radar hebben. This is the process unit. I have only one for the critical water, and this is the one to make with liquid. Not connected. No, it's not connected. Maar maakt niet uit. It works. And this is the depolarized organics. Yeah. Dus I see I was still working on it. I get interrupted, I think. Okay. What we need more for the Cottonguts. Daar ging het om. Cottonguts. Cottonguts is a quite complicated story. Cottonguts, we have two kinds of Cottonguts. We have studs and normal Cottonguts. And studs we need for modules. Without studs you cannot produce Cottonguts. Simple. And then we have nog the Cottongut stud pups and the Cottongut pups. Yeah, dus we have actually 4 different pieces available, except the other ones, but don't look at that because that is another headache for far in the game. Dus we start with making a module, because you cannot without the modules, and that is a Cottongut stud pup. Yeah, how we going on the Cottongut stud pup? A Cottongut stud pup, we have to make that from a Cottongut stud, yeah, and the Cottongut stud is a little bit complicated story. Gives a Cottongut stud back 50% that you get a second one, and 50% chance that you get a Cottongut pup. This is only a pup, so you don't have to create the pups anymore, the Cottongut pups, because you get them already here. There is no other recipe, by the way, to get a Cottongut pup. And the Cottongut pup you have to grow to a Cottongut, and the Cottongut is the one you can use for slaughtering or other things. And you get 3 to 8 Cottongut stud pups. Yes. And but we need the DNA, and that is also not named here. What do I wrong that I cannot see the DNA? And Cottongut stud, a Cottongut stud pup. This one. This is the DNA. It took me a while. To make a Cottongut stud, the first one, and you need enough to make a Cottongut stud up, so you can return the cycle, is dus cDNA, what we have, biosamples, generic earth sample, we have a mouse that we don't have, and a mouse we make from generic earth sample, Cottongut codex, and automatic science pack, and there's a long process. This is almost simple to do. So this the DNA, I don't show you that, I did it already, but the problem is the Cottongut food. We need that food, remember? This food. We cannot without this food. And this food is also a headache because that needs starch. And starch, there is only one recipe right now, and that is Ralacia. We need for the starch. Fiberboard, what we don't have, I thought we have that, but we don't have that, and powered Ralacia seeds. Powered Ralacia seeds is from Ralacia. We power it in a pulp mill, and we add here the fiberboard, and we get in return starch and biomass. Yeah, the biomass I void here if we don't use. If I cannot use it, we void it. If I can use it, it's okay. The fiberboard, how we make the fiberboard. This is a recipe is in not yet developed. This is the only one. Treated wood, raw fiber, sodium hydroxide and steam. So we have to make first sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is made from saline water. We get sodium hydroxide, we get chlorine, and we get hydrogen in an electrolyzer. And I make them here. This is my, and it's not running because the tanks are full, the chloride is full. Doesn't matter, I can always void this, but I don't like right now, and I have enough stock inside my deposit to make enough fiberboard. This is that fiberboard. The fiberboard we get tall oil and we get black liquor. And black liquor we can use to make aromatics, and that is what we desperately need to make other things. In the meantime, I made also mechanical parts, and I forgot why, because we need that. We needed the mechanical parts for making, I think this one, for making the heat exchanger, and we need also this for many other factories to make in the future. So that is also what I did in between. Dan gaan we back naar de Cottonguts. So if we have enough Cottonguts with DNA produced, this is just the Cottongut, the food. Yeah. First of all, you have to multiply the studs, because you need many studs as modules, of course. Now, I have it running a little bit, or it is not yet complete. Here are the Cottongut stud pups, and the pups get growed up here, and they get an adult. Dus every pup get an adult here. The adult goes here, and dan krijgen we dit recipe again. The fish eggs with the Cottongut basic food and Cottongut stud. We need 2 studs, and then we get 1 stud in return, and 50% chance that we get another one in return. 50% a Cottongut pup. Yeah, and remember that 50% for the Cottongut pup, because the Cottongut pup we need it, because we cannot make a Cottongut pup with DNA. We can make only a Cottongut stud with DNA, not a Cottongut pup or not a Cottongut, gewoon normal Cottongut. Yeah, we get 80% chance that we get 3 to 8 Cottongut stud pups. Yes, now here I filter it out. The adults goes here. Nee, sorry, not adults. The adults I return, yeah, die goes back with a priority, and the other adults come from this farm. The Cottonguts pups, yeah, the Cottongut pups goes. Hey, this fout. Wait. Goes here, and this is the main processing unit starting for only the Cottonguts, but you see it is, I'm still working on it, it's still not complete. Here we get we need 4 Cottonguts and we get 10 pups. The pups goes here, and we get for 7 Cottongut pups 6 Cottonguts, so 1 die by the process. You see here, and that needs dus allemaal die modules van die Cottongut studs, and that's why concentrate with DNA, make the studs and not Cottonguts, because you cannot make Cottonguts with DNA. Simple. It's a little bit trick. If you don't understand that and you galopeer yourself on thinking that you have to make the Cottonguts with DNA, forget about it. You have to make the studs, and the studs you get a pup in return sometimes. Not always. There's a chance to. Now you see it is running, it is very slow running. This we need many farms. Okay. I think now I did other things also, by the way. That is the train I upgrade, but I did not use yet the logistic train network. I did not make the signaling. I like to make a separate YouTube for that. To people, I know many people have problems with the signaling, and maybe also with the logistic network. Dus every aspect I speak about. What I did more, I exchanged this one, by the way. I have enough coke. This is my coke allemaal, almost stuck up, and it was stopped because the coke was stuck up. Now I don't like to throw away the coke because we need it later for sure. So what I did, if everything is full here, then we make my ash of it. At least it generates coal gas and it generates tar. Okay, this is the end of the tour. I don't know what to tell more. There's nothing to tell more, by the way. And I thank everyone for watching. And again, please subscribe. I hope to see you the next tour. The next tour, by the way, we continue, of course, with the logistic science pack, and I hope with a little bit muscle, yeah, that I can assure you almost with 99% assurance that we have the logistic science pack in the next 10 hours. The Cottonguts I work hard for, because that is a time to multiply. That is echt take hours and hours before you have a reasonable production. This is by a matter of combining in an incubator, and we have solidified carcasses. And the other one, now this is also combining only. This is easy to make. Batteries we have already. The question is if it is enough, but okay. At least we can produce, and one recipe give already 12 logistic science packs. Dus I hope and I believe it that the next 10 hours, dus 180 hours, we have logistic science packs. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.